Hello everyone, welcome to our English grammar tips. I'm your teacher Felipe, and today we're going to be taking a look at the simple past. So guys, the simple past is the most basic structure to talk about the past, and it's usually followed by when this action or this event happened. So for example here, I studied English yesterday. So you can see here the verb study is in the past, is studied, and English yesterday. So you have this when this happened, all right? And it's also important to know that the verbs in English, they can be regular and irregular. What does that mean? When a regular verb, it ends with ed, and if it's irregular, well, it is irregular. They may change, they might stay the same. We're going to have some examples here, and I'm also going to leave in the description of the video a list of the 50 most common irregular verbs in English, so you can maybe try and memorize them. And well, it's up to you the best way you can memorize or study these topics. Now let's take a look at other examples here. I spoke English during the presentation. So the verb speak, past is spoke, and when? During the presentation. The second example, she read a book about it in class. Now, read is the present, and the past is read. They write the same way, guys, but the pronunciation is different. So in the present is read, and the past is read. And the third example here, the teacher helped the students during the test. So help is a regular verb, so you just put ed to the end, and there you go, it is in the past. All right? Now, to put these in the negative and the interrogative form, we have two auxiliaries. We have did and we have didn't, as we can see here in the examples. I didn't speak Spanish in the seminar. He didn't speak Spanish in the seminar. Very interesting here. Between I and he, there's no difference. The structure of the sentence is the same. So this is a plus side, positive aspect of simple past. You don't have to worry about the person if it's I, you, he, she, it, as we have this concerning simple present. In the simple past, is the same for everybody. Same thing as interrogative. Did they understand the French movie, or did she understand the French movie? Also important to notice, guys, that when you use didn't or did, the verb goes back to the base form. So I don't say I didn't spoke or did they understood. When I use didn't or did, the verb goes back to the base, and that's another plus side. So now it's your turn. I put here some examples, some sentences, and I want, first of all, put them in the past. Then put them negative in the past, and then interrogative in the past. So we're going to be, I will ask you to please pause this video so you can do the exercises. And in the next slide, I'll be correcting them with you. Okay, so 5 seconds, pause the video, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, did it? Let's go to the correction then. So, number 1, I understood the English teacher. So the past of understand is understood, an irregular verb. I didn't understand the English teacher, and did you understand the English teacher? Notice that when you use didn't and did, the verb goes back to normal here, okay? Here. Now, number 2, he worked on Saturdays. Past of verb to work is worked. Very important, the pronunciation. When you have regular verbs, they usually end with ed, and especially to our Brazilian students, the pronunciation here is not worked or workage or something like that. It's worked. It's very subtle, okay? There are some other examples, there are other cases where you have voiced and you have silent, whatever, but basically what you need to know that you don't pronounce these very edgy, all right, especially if you're Brazilian. It's just a something like, okay, very subtle. So number 2 here, he worked on Saturdays. He didn't work on Saturdays, and did he work on Saturdays? Number 3, she watched TV in the morning. Again, look, she watched. Okay, watched. Repeat after me. Watched. Watched. All right. So she watched TV in the morning. She didn't watch. And did she watch? They helped the students. They didn't help the students. Did they help the students? We played video games on weekends. We didn't play video games. And did we play? All right. So I hope you got everything correct. Now let's go to our last slide. So you need to take some notes here. So regular verbs, they end with ed. Number two, irregular verbs, they may change a lot or not at all. For example, the verb to go. The past of go is went. They change a lot. And the past of cut is cut. The past of put is put. So sometimes they change a lot, sometimes they don't. Irregular verbs. Check the list. Auxiliaries for negative and interrogatives didn't and did. And remember, when you do that, verb goes back to normal. When you use auxiliaries, the verbs go back to normal. And finally, it usually indicates when, okay? When you talk about the simple past, you usually say when this action or this event happened, all right? So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you somehow, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next video. So thank you so much and make it a great day.